Our next video is going to be about really useful financial professionals that can help your business out. Okay, so we're going to take a look at kind of the big four when it comes to your small business, your medium business, and the types of financial professionals that can help you out. I'm also going to give you some criteria that are going to help you evaluate if you're dealing with a financial professional that aligns with what your needs are. Okay, so our first financial professional is our day-to-day hero, and this pro is our bookkeeper. And our bookkeeper organizes all financial transactions so they can generate those reports we just looked at. Now, I want to give you a heads up on this because bookkeepers are so important. Usually they can do even more than handling just the financial transactions, right? They can also help you with ensuring every account is or every transaction is captured. What that means for you is that they're going to help you find some hidden deductions and hidden expenses that you didn't think you could deduct within your business. They're also going to make sure that all of your bank accounts are accounted for, and that everything in your books matches your bank accounts precisely. There are a few other bookkeepers out there that also will specialize in billing services. And so what that means is they may send or generate invoices on your behalf. They also may help manage your bill pay. Usually to have them handle invoice generations and managing bill pay on your behalf is also going to increase the price tag on that. But some things that make a great bookkeeper for your small business is that they have to be responsive. Right? They've got to make sure that they get back to you when you have questions or when you need reports filed or when you have requests and your banker needs some information about your business financials. They've got to make sure that they stay on top of your books, which means that they should be updating them at least every other week to make sure that your books are staying current and that your financial data is there to give you some information and help you make strategic decisions within your business. And lastly, you've got to make sure that, they really understand what they're doing. And I'm going to give you a really common question that I want you to ask during any interview with the bookkeeper. I want you to ask, how is the equity of my business affected And here's a question that you can use to really help understand that they do in fact know what they're doing. I want you to ask a very simple question. And this question you have to ask, how does a credit card payment appear on my financial reports? And if they can't answer this question, we got a problem. But the answer that you should be looking for is a couple of things. You'll either hear them say that there's a change in the balance on the balance sheet, or they may also say that there's going to be an entry on the cash flow summary that will reflect it. Okay? One thing to be aware of, avoid them if they say it shows on your profit and loss. That's a big no-no, okay? So this is a really easy question I like to ask any bookkeeper that I work with, and I have been surprised by the number of bookkeepers that weren't able to answer this question, okay? So here's a good question that's going to help you out finding a great bookkeeper. Now, let's take a look at our next type of financial pros. In this case, this is going to be a certified public accountant. You'll also find that there are another class of finance professionals called enrolled agents that can help you with a lot of the same things that CPAs can, okay? So you'll see that this is a CPA and this is an EA. Both of these abbreviations usually show that the accounting professional is very good at tax, right? Usually, as long as the CPA has a tax specialty. There are some CPAs that specialize in audits and forensic accounting, so that way they can go investigate fraud cases. But usually your CPA and your enrolled agents are going to be your tax preparers, and they're usually going to help you with all things related to tax. So even in the event that you end up with an audit, they'll be able to represent you directly to the Internal Revenue Service. So that means they'll be able to handle a lot of the things your audit has on your behalf. Okay? CPAs, EAs, and honestly, there's a lot of great CPAs out there. Again, just ask them about what their response rates are and how responsive they are, as well as what their pricing structure is. Okay? There are some CPAs and EAs out there that want to just do a one-time payment every time you interact with them. There are some that do a lower monthly minimum to help you go out, or to help you throughout the whole year with advisory questions and tax questions as they come up. Both are perfectly valid, and I want you to pick the one that fits best with your cash flow. The other thing that I want you to be aware of is that you can hold your CPA accountable. Okay? If your CPA tells you, or your EA tells you, yeah, I will have your taxes done in March, and all of a sudden it's April and they're not done yet, you can reach out to them and say, hey, what's going on? Why isn't this filed? You said it would be. It's okay to hold them accountable. Okay? So I don't have any great questions to help you with a CPA, but that's because your CPA is such a relationship-based professional. If you have a great working relationship with your CPA and you like them as a person, they're probably going to align with your mission and deliver great service to you. Okay? The next type of financial professional that's out there is called a fractional CFO. And wow, these are powerful. These guys are powerful financial pros because they can do a lot of things, right? But the main thing that a fractional CFO does is it helps with cash flow management, they help you out with cash flow management and keeping your cash flow stable. They're also going to take a look at forecasting and budgeting. And finally, when it comes to a fractional CFO, there's one more important thing that they should do for your business. They should assign data to your business systems. And the data that we track within these business systems are called key performance indicators. And these KPIs, these key performance indicators, tell you how well your business systems are performing. And this is going to help you align better with the results that you're looking for. Okay. So as always, I want to give you a great thing that's going to help you out with this. And here is an easy question. What metrics should I be tracking to manage my cash flow? If they say your bank account balance is the only answer, don't hire them. But the answer here that would indicate you've got a really spot-on fractional CFO is that they should be helping you manage your accounts receivable, your accounts payable, your sales conversions, and your profits. This is a big answer, but there's 4 main things that I like to track as a fractional CFO. And I think these are the bare minimum to show that you're going to have somebody who really understands the full picture of the business. I know all of these because I have worked as each of these professionals or really closely with these professionals. In fact, I'm just going to remind you, me, the person narrating this video, I have all of the skills and foundational accounting skills to be a bookkeeper and a fractional CFO. And at Black Belt Ledgers, we are here to help you grow your revenue, increase your profits, and maximize your cash flow. If you ever want to reach out and get a quote, you can just send me an email, dan@blackbeltledgers.com. And the really important piece here that I want you to put in that subject line and I want the subject line you send me to say, are you a good CFO? Okay? So you can get in touch with me for that. Each business's needs are unique. So I'm going to have to sit down with you, learn about what your business needs, and see what we can do to help you out in solving some of your short and long-term problems. Okay? I also have connections to CPAs all over the country. So if you ever need a referral, again, contact me, dan@blackbeltledgers.com, or send me a message in the school community, and we can go from there. Okay? Thanks. We'll go ahead and wrap up our video on financial professionals. And now we're going to jump into our financial reporting.